Animals with super senses, how they detect earthquakes, illness, and emotions. Here's a breakdown of how animals, their super senses, use their super senses to detect things like earthquakes, illness, and emotions, and how it actually works. Dogs. Dogs have extreme sensitivity in smell, hearing, and even subtle visual cues. Detecting earthquakes. Before an earthquake shifts in underground, rocks release high-frequency sounds and possibly senses in electromagnetic fields that humans can't sense. Dogs can hear sounds up to 65,000 Hz. Humans max out at 20,000 Hz. They may also feel teeny ground vibrations through their paws before seismic waves reach the surface. This is why some dogs bark, whine, or act restless hours before quakes. Detecting illness. A dog's noise can detect parts per trillion or odor more sensitive than humans. Illnesses such as cancer, diabetes, and COVID-19 cause changes in body chemistry, producing volatile organic compounds in sweat, breath, or urine. Dogs trained in scent detection can identify these changes with remarkable accuracy. Detecting emotions. Dogs smell hormonal shifts like adrenaline or cortisol related to stress or fear. They also read micro-expressions in faces and subtle body posture changes. This combination lets them read mood changes almost instantly. Dolphins. Dolphins rely heavily on echolocation touch and possibly electromagnetic sensitivity. Detecting earthquakes. Dolphins may sense low-frequency sound waves and pressure changes underwater that precede earthquakes and tsunamis. They can detect infrasound below human hearing that travels far in the ocean before the quakes. Main shock hits. Detecting illness. Dolphins use echolocation clicks, high-frequency sound pulses to scan objects similar to medical ultrasound. When aimed at a human, echolocation can detect differences in tissue density, meaning they might perceive swollen organs, fluid buildup, or even pregnancy. Detecting emotions. Dolphins are sensitive to heartbeat rhythms and breathing patterns in human and other dolphins. They can also interpret body movement patterns. A tense swimmer moves differently than a relaxed one. Why they are better than machines sometimes. Machines detect earthquakes via instruments, but animals pick up a mix of cues: sound, smell, vibration, electromagnetic changes. For illness, dogs can outperform some lab tests because they detect chemical patterns even before symptoms appear. For emotions, there's no tech yet that beats a dog's or dolphin's blend of scent, sound, and visual reading. Elephants. Elephants are basically giant vibration sensors or legs. Detecting earthquakes. They detect seismic vibrations through their feet using special cells in their soles. They can sense low-frequency, rumbless infrasound from shifting tectonic plates or distant storms miles away. Some elephants move to higher ground hours before tsunamis or quakes. Detecting illness. Elephants have a strong sense of smell, possibly capable of detecting chemical changes in sick haired members. They also use touch and sound cues to notice weakness or distress in others. Detecting emotions. Elephants communicate emotional status via infrasound and touch. Trunk touches ear positions. They can detect distress, rumbless, or excitement in both elephants and humans. Fish. Not just swimmers, they are underwater earthquake detectors. Detecting earthquakes. Fish sense pressure changes in water via their lateral line system, a row of specialized sensory cells along their bodies. Before earthquake shifts in water pressure or infrasound vibrations can make fish dart or jump. Detecting illness. Fish pick up chemical cues in the water from sick or injured fish. Some species avoid unhealthy individuals to prevent disease spread. Detecting emotions. Fish respond to stress hormones, cortisol released in the water. Schooling fish can mirror the agitation of one stressed fish almost instantly. Horses. Horses are emotional radar with hobbies. Detecting earthquakes. Their acute hearing and ground sensitivity let them pick up teeny tremors and distant rumblings. Reports show horses becoming restless or feeling before seismic activity. Detecting illness. Horses smell subtle changes in human body odor from sickness. They can sense weakness or imbalance in other animals through visual and movement cues. Detecting emotions. Horses read human facial expressions and even match heart rates with their handlers. They respond to nervousness or calmness, often mirroring it in their own body language. Toads. Small but apparently Mother Nature little seismologists. Detecting earthquakes. Toads are sensitive to change in the earth, electromagnetic field, and water chemistry before large quakes. They may leave ponds in messy days in advance. Scientists suspect they detect ion changes from rocks under stress. Detecting illness. Not much evidence for illness detection in humans, but toads are sensitive to diseases in their own populations via chemical cues in water. Detecting emotions. Emotion detection in humans is minimal, but they react strongly to movement patterns. Quake or erratic motions make them wary. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.